don't know about you. I feel like we're all going through it.
Life lessons foretold, stay golden. Girls and boys, stay golden.
Hey babes, it's me, Courtney, and you're tuned in to Stay Golden, Golden Grades. 2024, you have been another sledgehammer of a year, and I am also prepared for you to get the fuck out. I'd like to point out at the top that I unexpectedly have Michael-centric episodes. That was not a purposeful intention. It just happened to land that way. We're doing 5 gradings today. Mixed Blessings, Season 3, Episode 28. Vacation, Season 2, Episode 8. Rose, Portrait of a Woman, Season 7, Episode 22. Family Affair, Season 2, Episode 7. And What a Difference a Date Makes, Season 6, Episode 22. Let's get grading. Number 80 on our list is Mixed Blessings, Season 3, Episode 23. And wearing my lights that I got in Disney World at Christmas time in honor of Sophia going to Epcot. We all know, Mixed Blessings, super controversial episode. Even though it was made in a time where norms and cultural acceptances were different than ours, it doesn't mean that necessarily the jokes at the time were appropriate then either. What was interesting...
Mom, is something wrong?
No, absolutely nothing, except I can't imagine why you never mentioned how much older Lorraine is.
Okay, well, we're setting up these characters to be in conflict with one another. The conflict would be about race. When in fact, in this episode, the conflict is about age. I appreciate that that was the thrust of the conflict, that Dorothy thought Lorraine was too old for her son.
Now, we're getting married, and if you can't deal with that, you don't have to see us. But that means you also won't get to see your grandchild.
Then the idea of like baby Roger Lamar? Lamarger? What happens to that baby?
He is 23.
In the Family Affair, Michael's 29. In all that jazz, Michael is 30. Like, the math never maths.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Better than anyone I know.
I forgot it came from this episode. Number 79 on their list is Vacation, Season 2, Episode 8. Yes, you're not afraid of flying. Okay. When do they have time for a gardener and money? Where did he come from? And then where did he go? Don't get me wrong, the B plot is cute.
That was delicious. I couldn't eat another bite. I gotta tell you, even though you eat raw fish and you like to listen to a piano being tuned, I find you awfully cute.
Sophia, cuter.
And of course, everything goes wrong on the vacation.
You can put the luggage right. The air conditioner's not working.
Well, who needs air conditioning? We have a fresh ocean breeze and a breathtaking view.
Great. The phone's dead.
What are you doing in our bathroom?
This is our room. I'm afraid these 6 of us are going to have to share this bathroom.
Was that real in the 80s? I didn't actually end up looking that up. The guy in the stripes, he's weird, right? He may have committed light murder. Something, right?
All right, everybody, now shut the hell up. I'm in charge here. From now on, everyone listens to me.
I think my favorite part of the episode allows for Rose to take command.
Now, if you want to get out of this alive, I suggest you listen to me. Do I hear any objections? I didn't think so.
Rose's story is a funny joke.
Now I'll probably end up a prisoner of the revolution. They'll rip my blouse and make me cook for the officers, and spit food in my face and make fun of my recipes. And eventually I'll catch the eye of some fat general with big sweat stains under his arms. And he'll force me to let out his uniforms and satisfy his ugly needs.
Comments below, if you had to be on a deserted island with one of the girls with the intention of getting off the island, who are you stranded with? Rose is looking pretty good It's a cute episode. It's fun, and I like that they get them out of the house, that they're in this different environment. I'm always up for taking characters out and putting them in scenarios that have nothing to do with their daily life and then seeing how it plays out. Number 78 on our list is Rose, Portrait of a Woman, Season 7, Episode 22. This is an episode that I probably would have rated lower in retrospect. I think the pacing of this episode's a little weird. The boudoir photo that Rose is being talked into. Dorothy is lost and unhappy. The one student whose life she changed from the past is miraculously at the place. Blah, blah, blah.
Now, are there any questions?
Yes, Mr. Bornak. What does Joe have to say about all this?
Joe who?
Joe Mama!
Do I think that Joe Mama jokes need to be on the Golden Girls? No, I think we can do better.
I know what men like for their birthdays. They like a surprise that makes their libido stand up and say, hello there. Oh, I know. You can give Miles one of those boudoir photographs. You know, where you pose for pictures in sexy lingerie.
Oh, I don't know. I'd feel cheap, like you.
But does Miles deserve those photos, by the way? Or Nicholas Carbone? No. Miles deserves nothing.
Miles and I always make love with the lights off.
Always?
Always. Well, except for the time we were listening to this concert on radio. And when the applause started, his clapper went crazy. The lights went on, off, on, off, on, off. And Miles did his impression of the old King Kong. And we laughed and laughed. So I pretended I was Godzilla, and we wrestled, got all sweaty. Come to think of it, we never did make love that night.
I will stand by this to the end of time. Miles is a villain. Dorothy, over the course of the show is quite unhappy in her teaching.
And how can I tell the kids how rewarding teaching is when I really don't feel that way anymore?
In our lives, we do come across, if you're lucky, a teacher who inspires us, who sees something in us, who changes our lives, something powerful about going back when you're older and meeting again, that they didn't say, you have to keep at it, that your whole life might have turned out in a different way. And I think that that is the lovely part of this episode, because I think that that's a true thing that happens in this world. I'm curious if in the comments below if anybody remembers a teacher that helped change their life.
And so, are there any questions?
Yeah. What does Joe have to say about all this?
Number 77 on our list is Family Affair, Season 2, Episode 7. Vacation comes directly after this, so they had all of this drama and then immediately went on a vacation. First of all, the denim on denim, the mustache, the hair. What are we doing, Michael? And we kind of knew it was inevitable what was happening, right?
Hi there.
When Bridget and Michael sleep together as consenting adults.
Rose, what would you call a girl who sleeps with a man she has known for one day?
A damn good sport.
I call her a tramp.
What?
You heard me, tramp. Tramp, tramp, tramp.
Excuse me? Dorothy is willing to put down Rose's daughter in that manner it's kind of gross. History of the girls just barging into rooms.
Grandma, this isn't what it looks like.
Please, I'm 80 years old. I may not remember what it feels like, but I sure as hell remember what it looks like.
My children, my life, they're ruined. Oh, what will we do? I can't, this is a disaster. If Rose and Dorothy, are best friends, wouldn't it be glorious if our kids got together?
My back gave out. I figured that would have been about the third thing to go.
Honey, what happened?
Well, I was in my aerobics class when I noticed this gorgeous man checking me out. So during the buttocks lifts, he motioned for my phone number. Well, I didn't want to appear easy, so I rolled over on my back and flung my legs over my head.
My favorite part of this episode is when Blanche says this.
Oh, girls, for the first time in my life, my body feels old. I feel like I can't do the same things I used to.
I feel you, girl. Aging is crazy. Just wake up one morning and your body hurts. It is not a joke.
I don't think I can stand it much longer. My body feels like a Corvette up on blocks with its engine racing and the wheels just spinning and spinning with nowhere to go. I feel like I'm going to explode. Dorothy, you have to help me. You have to do something.
Honey, there's nothing I can do, so get that look out of your eye and let go of my hand.
Number 76 on our list is What a Difference a Date Makes from Season 6, Episode 22.
Blanche Devereaux's going on a diet.
I think that the most interesting part, or the commentary for me, I, like Blanche, like many, many women, cannot remember a time when I wasn't thinking about my body size, making it smaller.
Piece of cake. Nice big piece of chocolate cake. Devil's food, smothered in whipped cream and coconut flakes and a lobster.
Blanche!
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, a wonderful strawberry shake.
The idea of a diet is detrimental, ultimately, to your self-esteem and self-worth, because you just spend the rest of your life being on it. Dorothy talks about the idea that when she thinks about the fact that she will die, you realize that you're going to die, then the withholding of things that bring you pleasure or joy, or that even eating is a thing that you go out and do with your friends, right? And you're like, well, I can't go out to eat because I won't have the types of food that I need for my macros or whatever. It takes away joy. The constant grind of the diet is exhausting. Constantly. Body image is such a difficult thing.
It's true, I did send him away that night because he was dressed like a hood. And then he started to mouth off to me. So I told him to leave and not to come back until he was wearing a decent jacket and a tie.
Yeah, but why didn't you tell me?
I thought he'd come back, and when he didn't, well, I was afraid if you knew the truth, you'd never forgive me. It's water under the bridge. What's the big deal?
Stanley's Bornak, Ma. That's the big deal. When John didn't show up that night, I lost all my self-esteem. And when Stan asked me out 2 weeks later, I said yes, because I didn't think I could do any better. And that's why I went to that drive-in movie with Stan, and that's why I got pregnant, and that's why I got married.
So what are you saying? If it wasn't for me, you would have married John already?
I don't know, maybe. Or maybe I would have met somebody else, somebody wonderful. But I'll never know because of you.
Dorothy's prom date. There's a common theme for Dorothy about parallel lives and what if and who she could have been or what she could have done if not for Stan's Bornak. And I think John already plays into that component, you know, if she had gone to the prom with him. In this section here, I'm just going to kind of drop it and leave it here.
This is just like old times.
So tell me, did you have a good time tonight at your prom, Pussycat?
Wonderful, Ma. It was everything I wanted it to be.
Come, tell Ma all about it.
Well, John bought me this beautiful corsage. And then when we got to the gymnasium, it was so beautiful. Anyway, when we got there, we walked in.
Thank you for sticking around for this gradings. As always, happy to hear from you. You can find all of my places online. I am making this at the end of December 2024, and I will catch you in 2025. All right. Thank you, and as always, stay golden out there.